Hey, good morning. We're sitting here in Oklahoma for the weekend. This is their opener for the muzzleloader season, and we're overlooking a path here that's probably about, I can see almost 100 yards, and we're sitting between a pretty big woodlot area coming off some agriculture, and then back into the sage grass area where these deer typically have been bedding. And when I was walking in here, I did see one doe. And what I've done is I've just come down this path. I've just isolated where I've seen a lot of the deer tracks moving left and right there, and hopefully we'll get lucky this morning on either a doe or a mature buck. But I didn't end up posting a video out there, at least on Facebook, of last weekend. I actually just got back from Arkansas, a bear and deer hunt down there, and it was pretty warm the first couple of days. The deer activity started to move a little bit more later on in the week. There on Tuesday and Wednesday was a pretty good day. I just didn't see any real mature deer I wanted to harvest. Did end up taking a couple does off that particular piece. Got to hear some stories from some guys there that were hunting on that piece with us, and those were some very unique and interesting stories I really enjoyed listening. And that's one of the big things I love about going down on public ground all over the place. Camping out. We got the opportunity to get the Cabela's outfitter tent out there, and just the the public land atmosphere of meeting a whole bunch of people down there, enjoying the hunt, the nature, the views. I'll share some pictures that I got for some sunrises and sunsets there that I thought were very nice. But moving on to more of the deer movement there, this week's been a fairly slow get-go, it seemed like, but the last couple of days I've actually had some of my big shooters back up on their feet and actually moving through there. So I think with this next front, those deer should really start moving again. I think last night was a pretty good night to start seeing some mature deer. I actually got to see, had two of them on the cameras. The mulcher, I had one on the Moultrie XA7000, and a couple of them on the Cutty Link there yesterday. But right now it just seems like they're just kind of in that holding pattern, waiting for that first doe and estrus to come in the cycle there. While we're down in Arkansas, I was again, checking my cameras in Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, and just kind of, monitoring that. And all I was typically seeing there when it comes to that pre-rut is just those 2.5, 3.5-year-old deer moving through there. And when I was down there in Arkansas, that's mainly the deer that actually got harvested, just because those deer were up and moving. So it's just not quite time yet, but we got a big front moving through here. Actually, I think there's going to be some snow, a chance of snow coming in maybe next Wednesday, so that's going to be an interesting time. But I'm looking forward to this weekend here in Oklahoma, and then getting back over into Missouri, and then venturing back up to Kansas. And then I think we're going to plan on going back to Arkansas late season, after the other Missouri, Oklahoma, and Kansas get over with on the 15th. I think we're actually going to head back down to Arkansas at least one more time and get an archery hunt down in there. But we'll move on to the Browning camera update for this week, and like always, hopefully you guys are getting out there in nature, and best of luck on your upcoming hunt.